Some people are not built by comfort. They are built by pain. This is not a success story you hear in speeches, full of glamour and overnight victories. This is the story of a man life kept breaking, until it made him. He wasn't born special. There was no rich background, no influential family, no shortcuts waiting for him around the corner. Just an ordinary man trying to survive, one day at a time. Every morning, the same alarm clock would ring in the same small, rented room. He'd get ready for work, looking at his reflection in the mirror, his eyes showing a weariness that went deeper than just a lack of sleep. There was no smile, just a silent acceptance of the day ahead. He was just another face in the crowd, a man whose only goal was to make it through another day. At his job, he worked harder than most. He arrived early, stayed late, and never complained. But respect never came with effort. His boss would often single him out, his voice echoing across the floor, criticizing his pace, questioning his every move. "Why are you always so slow? Can't you do anything right?" The other workers would watch, some with pity, others with indifference. No one ever stepped in. No one ever defended him. He would simply lower his head, absorb the humiliation, and continue with his work. The silence was his only shield. He was invisible to the world. During lunch breaks, laughter and chatter would fill the air as colleagues gathered in groups, sharing stories and food. He always sat alone, eating a simple meal from a container, a silent observer on the sidelines of life. No one ever asked if he was tired. No one noticed the heavy silence that surrounded him. His phone would buzz with a reminder. Rent due. He'd let out a long, slow breath, the weight of the world pressing down on his shoulders. He was a ghost in his own life, present but unseen. Life didn't just hit him once. It kept hitting him. When he was already down, one evening, a phone call shattered what little peace he had left. The voice on the other end was soft, but firm. A family matter, a financial crisis, a promise he could no longer keep. "We can't wait anymore," the voice said, and the line went dead. He sat on the edge of his bed, staring at a crack in the wall, the world outside fading away. He pressed the palms of his hands into his eyes, a desperate attempt to hold back the flood. His eyes grew wet, but no tears fell. It was as if even his sorrow was too exhausted to show itself. Then came the moment. That night, as rain lashed against his window, he sat alone in the dark. It was the lowest point he had ever reached, a place of complete and utter despair. And in that suffocating silence, a question emerged from the depths of his soul. It wasn't a voice he heard, but a feeling, a challenge. Will this break you, or will it build you? For a long time, he just sat there, letting the question hang in the air. Then, slowly, decisively, he stood up. The next morning, he woke up before the alarm. The room was the same. His clothes were the same. But something inside him had shifted. His face, though still tired, held a new sense of calm resolve. He didn't announce his comeback on social media. He didn't post motivational quotes or tell anyone about his newfound purpose. Instead, he opened a dusty notebook and, in the quiet solitude of the early morning, began to write down his goals. He made a silent pact with himself. He chose discipline over complaining. He chose action over despair. From that day on, pain became his training ground. Every insult from his boss became fuel for his focus. Every rejection from a coworker became a lesson in resilience. He started working late, not because he had to, but because he wanted to. After his long shifts, he would go home and study, learning new skills, reading books, investing in the one thing no one could take from him: himself. He learned to say no to distractions, no to comfort, no to the easy path. People still doubted him. They still looked down on him. But he no longer reacted. He simply observed and continued his work. The pain stopped hurting. It started teaching. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, things began to change. The results started to speak for themselves. One day at work, his boss approached him, not with criticism, but with a request. "We need you on this project," he said, his tone respectful for the first time. His coworkers started to notice his new confidence, his improved skills. They saw the quality of his work, the quiet determination in his eyes. He didn't change overnight, but he had changed completely. Looking in the mirror now, He saw a different man staring back, his eyes clear and confident. In the end, the pain didn't destroy him, it designed him. Some people are built by praise and encouragement. Others are built by pressure and adversity. He was one of the latter. So if life is hurting you right now, if it feels like everything is trying to break you, remember this story. Maybe it's not trying to end you. Maybe it's trying to build you